Next man up. This is the phrase that I use when I talk about Reggie Jackson of the Los Angeles Clippers. Reggie Jackson went from being a replaceable player to an invaluable player this season. I mean, he is the most reliable point guard the Clippers have on their roster so far, which is why he has been a part of the starting lineup 40 out of the 62 games the Clippers have played so far this year. So in this video, I will discuss why Reggie Jackson, in his second chance opportunity, will be one of the Los Angeles Clippers X factors in the postseason. Let's get into it. Reggie Jackson is having a bounce back year. I won't dwell too much on the past, but here's a quick summary. Reggie Jackson was drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2011 with the 24th overall pick. He played with the Thunder for 4 seasons where he was a part of the second unit. Knowing his worth, Reggie Jackson forced himself out of OKC because he wanted to be a starter on a roster. He was then traded to the Detroit Pistons, where he played for 6 seasons as a starter and averaged 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. This is where Reggie was able to showcase his ability to play at an all-star level. Some may not remember, but Reggie Jackson was very skilled at hoisting floaters, hitting step backs, and making plays at the rim, which sometimes resulted in dunks. He had a level of quickness in his game that benefited him as a point guard. Sadly, his injuries, and he had a lot of them, and his relationship with the Pistons organization derailed his career, and eventually he was bought out of his contract in 2020. Which leads me to right now. Sometimes all a player needs is a court and an opportunity to remind the league why they were drafted in the first place. Reggie Jackson has been given a second chance, and I'm glad that the Los Angeles Clippers re-signed him to another season. He has proven to be a reliable player and a shooter that can make a difference. Recently, Reggie has averaged 16 points, 3 assists, and shot 50% from long range in his last 9 games. We all know the expectations of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George as it relates to the success of the Clippers this season. In fact, they are the stars on the team, right? But it's the role players for me and how they will add additional value to the team in the postseason that intrigues me the most. And Reggie Jackson is a role player that can come into the game and fill a void with his ability to make big shots when needed during the game or during clutch time. Did you see the pull-up shot he nailed in the clutch during the Clippers game against the Pistons? Or what about the 4 threes he made in the game against the Raptors? Or when Reggie Jackson steps in to cover the starting point guard position while Pat Beverley has been out on multiple injuries this season. Coach Ty Lue was recently quoted saying, "We need him to continue to score, being aggressive and attacking the basket and making plays for other guys as well." Can we just agree that Reggie Jackson has fulfilled these requirements this season? Trust the stat line and the eye test. No, he may not be labeled as one of the stars on the team. But where would the Clippers be this season without Reggie Jackson? The play-in tournament? Maybe it's the goggles he's wearing right now, or his skills as a professional basketball player with veteran experience that has made one of the biggest impacts on the Clippers roster this season. Whatever it is needed on the Clippers team in order for them to make a deep run in the playoffs. That's why, in my opinion, Reggie Jackson is one of the Clippers X factors. I don't know the future of Reggie Jackson as a Los Angeles Clipper, but for this 2021 season, he is a difference maker. Go Clips. Well, that's all I got from you at this time. My name is Eve. If you like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe. And until next time, bye.